What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Adrenaline Motorsports and RCs. And in today's episode, we are back with the Maverick Quantum Flux MT. So in my last video, you guys know that I've been dealing with warranty to find out if they would cover any of the stuff that basically the axle and everything that I lost with when I last took this thing out, which was the first time that I was actually able to get a run out of it. And I can actually say that Hobby Recreation Products, they backed up their product. They definitely backed up their product. They sent me out some stuff. They sent me out some nuts, as you guys can see right there, and I don't know why, but they sent me out some tires. So what happened was one of the parts numbers that I needed is actually off by one number. So the part number that I needed was, if you guys look at the tires here, it's 150181 for the tires, but the parts that I needed was 150184. So just by that one number that was off, there was a mix-up, and they actually sent me tires. Of course, I emailed them back and asking them, something's off. Something's off, and do you guys want me to send you back the tires? They basically said, no, just keep the tires, and when those parts come in that, we're waiting on, then we'll ship them out to you. So as we all know, the axles are basically not available. Everywhere you go, they have them on back order. So basically right now, I'm not stuck because I ended up ordering some axles from RC Planet. Yeah, I ordered some axles from rcplanet.com, which they also came in. So Hobby Recreation Products has already told me that once the axles come in, that they will be sending me out some axles. So now we're just waiting for that. We're waiting for the axles. We're waiting for the spacers. I already got the nuts. And we're waiting for the wheel hex that basically holds the wheel onto the truck. And here's the axles. These are not the HD axles. These are the regular axles that come on the truck. I figured I'd get these just to get this thing back up and running again, and try to have a little fun with it. But unfortunately, without the other parts that I am missing, I still can't take it out for a run because still missing stuff. So, but in the meantime, while I do have this thing on the table here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this axle out. Since I have the axles, I'm going to take the axle out. And there's also been questions online asking if the universal shafts from the front work on the back. So we're going to be testing that out to see if they work. I believe they do, but I'm going to take the actual universal shafts off the front, put it on the rear, so you all can see that yes, the universal shafts do fit, they do work. And yeah, so let's go on ahead and start taking this apart, taking this rear end apart so we can put the axle shaft on and test out the universal shaft to make sure that it does work on the front here. So you're going to want to grab your tools and get to going. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to take this piece off. You got the 4 screws right here. You want to take those 4 screws off. Alright, so now that you got them 4 bolts off, you can see the pillow balls right here. The next thing you want to do is, you got your pillow balls right here on the top and the bottom. You want to pull the pillow balls, you want to unscrew the pillow balls out so this arm will basically come loose and you can change the shaft out. Alright, so now that you got the pillow balls unscrewed, this part just pops off. That part just pops off like that. And here's your pillow balls in my hand. You can't really see them, but there's the pillow balls. Put them to the side, and there you go. Here's your shaft, axle shaft, right there. And guys, you could definitely see where this thing, the weak point on this, what the hell is that? There you go. So you can actually see where the hell the weak point is on the axles there. I mean, right where the pin goes. That's definitely definitely sucks. But hey, that's the fun of the game, right? I mean, granted, it sucks. It's such a new toy that that happened, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it sucks. Alright, so let's go on ahead, take this tire off so we can get the universal shaft off the front and put that bad boy on the back. Make sure that it does work so you guys can actually see that the universal shafts do work on the rear as they do on the front. And if you guys want to end up buying the universal shafts instead of the axles here, then you can do that as well, because the axles are so hard to come by right now that, you know, switching out to the universal shafts in the rear might end up being a good idea. So, in your instruction bag, you get your little tool. Let's take this front wheel off. Alright, so this tool that comes with the with this thing is kind of completely useless. I mean, granted, you're gonna have tools, your own tools, but I mean, they send you out tools to switch your wheels out, and honestly, like, you're trying to put the thing in and it's not even grabbing onto the nut at all. It's this thing is garbage. It's trash. It's just garbage. I'm gonna go get the tools and I'll be right back. Now that we got the right tool, 8mm hex nut, well, socket, really. That's on tight. That was on really tight. And this is my first time pulling this thing off. Put that to the side there. Alright, so this is the part that I'm missing. If you guys can see, basically all of that, the hex right here, right behind that, there's the 2 washers. Then the pin that holds this hex onto the axle. That's everything that I'm missing. That's everything that Maverick or HPI is basically going to send out, so I can get this thing back up and running. But now let's pull these fronts off, so I can find the right fucking bit. Alright, so let's pull these fronts off, undo these pillow balls here. And check and see if these front shafts, universal shafts, will work on the back of this thing, which again, like I said, I believe it will. I believe they will. So let's pull this pin out. Actually, now that I'm looking at the pin that they send out, so this little pin is what holds the wheel on here, the hex. So I might actually have one. It's not going to do me any good since I'm missing one of these, but I believe I have a plastic one that I might try out. So another thing that I have read is that these washers that come, spacers that come with these things, it's actually good to get bigger ones that work on here more for support of the axles. So that's what I've been hearing. Alright, so now that's loose. So now we pull the universal shaft out of the front. Here we go, the universal shaft. And now let's put this one in the rear and see what happens. Again, like I said, I'm pretty sure that it does work. Okay. Yeah. Guys, I think we have a winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So where's the rear pillow balls here? So I'm just going to tighten up the rear pillow balls to, you know, just to get a secure, just to make sure that it will fit on there snug. Yes, I am going to tighten up the pillow balls all the way, like as if I'm going to leave them on there. And then I'll just go ahead and change it back again. And guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, winter chicken dinner. So, as you guys can see, I have the universal shaft on in the back. It is a 100%, definitely 100% fit in the rear. And I'm just going to go one step further. Here we go. There you go. You got the universal, I got the front universal shaft on the rear. And there you guys have it. So what I just did basically to change the universal, the axle, you know, I guess tutorial on how to do it. But as you guys see, that was easy, quite easy to do. If you guys are looking to get a fix for your Maverick, the MT or the XT, the Quantum, in this case, then you guys now know that the front universal or the universal shafts, they do fit on the rear of the vehicle. So, guys, I mean, you got the dog bone, looks exactly the same as the universal shaft, lengthwise and everything. So, I mean, I don't see anything different. I think we're good. I think we are good to say that the universal shafts do fit in the rear. So if you guys want to put universal shafts on the rear of this thing, by all means, go for it. Again, I want to give a shout out to Hobby Recreation Products for definitely backing up their products. They've been helping me out, giving me the stuff that I needed, getting me the stuff that I need to get this thing back up and running again. Unfortunately, again, like everybody else, everything is on back order. So they're going through the same thing with it being on back order. And they've been helping me out. And now we're just waiting for the other parts so I can get this thing up and running and get a rolling video of this thing. So guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, so you guys can see the next video that's going to be coming out of this thing basically out on the road and doing what I needed to do. Basically having fun with it. So guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Have a good one.